Hi guys, I'm back. I feel that every time I do a video, I'm living in a different country. So right now I'm in Colombia, where I'm from. I'm really excited and I finally have some time to actually do some videos. One of the questions that I get a lot from regular people that have not lived abroad is it worth living abroad? I don't know if you guys know my story, but I am from Colombia. I have lived half of my life in Canada, and I have also lived in Spain and in London, UK. And my answer to that question would be 100% yes, it is worth living in different countries. Why is it worth living in different countries? It has so many advantage. Just getting to travel and knowing other people and getting to know other cultures is amazing. It's just like so filling. You learn so much knowledge, not only like even from business knowledge to like how to interact with other people that are not from your culture. So 100% it's worth it. But I have to say something that whenever like I hear people like super excited about moving abroad, sometimes it's usually to escape a problem or to think that your life is going to change for the better. And that's one thing that I wanted to talk about. Before making a decision of moving abroad, I think it's super important that you guys understand the challenges of moving abroad. The first recommendation that I'm gonna give you is having to account that it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be actually really, really tough sometimes, that you're gonna be crying and being like, why the hell did I make this decision? But weighting the pros and cons, I think it is 100% worth it. So I have heard a lot of stories. But I have some friends as well that this happened to them, that move abroad and they couldn't do it. They just had to come back because it's not easy. So some of the things that I think I put down this a list, a small list, of what you guys should think about before making a decision of moving abroad. So the first challenge that was probably the toughest one in my case for London, UK. For the other places, not so much in Canada because I had family. In Spain, it was a little bit tough, but not as much. But the first challenge is housing. When you move to a new country and you know no one, and you actually don't know how the market works, it is really, really tough to find a nice, decent place to live. And where you sleep, where you eat, where you spend a lot of the time, it is hard when it is a shitty place. So having to account that maybe the first place where you're gonna live, it's not gonna be the most amazing. It's not gonna be as easy to get along with the people that you're gonna be sharing a flat with. Like this can be a thing that will make you think of coming back home because it can get really, really tough. So just have that mentality that the first place that you get into might not be the best. The second thing that I put down is the culture, obviously. Like a lot of people are super excited about moving abroad and learning about new cultures, but when there is a cultural shocks that can be really tough. So I would recommend just having that into account and not thinking that everything's gonna be perfect as soon as you walk into the new country. Give yourself like 2 3 months to adapt and to really get to understand people and to understand the culture. Don't freak out 1 month in and thinking like, oh my god, people are crazy here. When you get there, it might be a shock, but 2 or 3 months into living with them, you kind of understand their ways and you kind of become a little bit like them. And that is actually what living abroad is about, understanding and adapting. The next thing on my list is food. Not only going out for dinner, but actually supermarkets. For me, that was really tough in Spain, actually, more than in London. I don't like that much Latin American food. It's okay, but I love cooking Asian food. And in Spain, it was really tough to find Asian things. And I didn't really love Spanish food. I know, like, don't judge me. But the way that supermarkets work and like the way that they carry things, for example, deodorant, sometimes they don't they don't have your deodorant, and you know that's the one that you love. And I was like, oh my god, me and my friend would actually, whenever we travel Europe, we'll buy lots of deodorant and then bring them back to Spain. So yeah, like, just having to account that you might have to, like, you have to learn to adapt. Food is one of those things. The other thing that I have here, it's friends, finding friends. I think, like, this is one of the most important things, because you can feel really lonely. You can feel like, what the hell am I doing here? I'm alone, I don't have family, I don't have friends. And some places, like for example in Spain, it was so easy, but I went to school there. You're forced to meet people because you're studying with them like 24/7. But in London, it was way harder. I found like the most amazing friends there, so don't get me wrong. You can find amazing people anywhere that you go, but in some places it can be really, really tough. I did join a Facebook group, which was like super amazing. That's where I met all my friends from. But in that group, like, I could see people writing every day saying, I have been in London for like 4 years or 3 years and I don't know anyone, like, I don't have friends, it's really tough. And have that into account, like, when it's huge cities such as London, like capitals of the world, everyone's busy, everything is so far away, so you really have to be committed to making friends, because it's difficult once you get your actual good friends. You just feel so good and so lucky that you find such amazing people. So my take on that is, like, don't get discouraged like within the first months, and just know that you're gonna feel lonely at some point and that it's gonna be tough to make friends. Again, there is a different culture, a language difference, so many things that add on that you can feel really lonely. But do make the effort to find not only one, but a group of friends, because that is gonna make a whole difference between you having a good time and having an awful time in the new country. And the last thing that I have in my list is, like, a lot of people don't realize that moving to a new country is, like, not as easy to make money. And honestly, well, you need money to survive. And so you do need to do your research before making the decision of, like, how does the visa for working, like, how does it work, and how easy it is. In Spain, it was really, really tough for me, even though I had like a student visa. In London, it was way easier, but because I'm Canadian, I had that like mutual agreement with, like, between countries that I could work there. So a lot of people just move with the hope that they're gonna find a job easy, and they hit reality that it's not that easy. So just have that in mind. Don't let that stop you. I would recommend you bringing as much savings as you can, because obviously when tough times come, like, you're gonna have a little bit of like a cushion there. Finding a job is not actually that easy, and if you do find a job, sometimes they're not willing to pay you as much. It's just a little bit harder. Just have that into account, that sometimes money is not gonna be available that easy, and that it's gonna be tough. You're gonna have to have a good budget. You need to make a budget and live on a budget for at least a while you get settled into that country. That's all my list. I do want to say that it is 100% worth it living abroad, because it does take you out of your comfort zone, and when you get out of your comfort zone is where magic happens. And I cannot tell you enough like how much I have grown as a person, I have grown as a business person. I just started my new venture because I feel like I'm ready after all these experiences. So 100% do it if you're able to. But don't think that it's all gonna be pink and beautiful and it's just gonna be a trip, because it's not gonna be a trip. It is gonna be your day-to-day life, and it will get hard, but just give it time. Everything will get better. Make efforts, making friends. That's one of the most important things, and things will always get better. So do it. Don't think it's gonna be perfect, amazing, because it's not gonna be. There's gonna be tough times, but it is 100% worth it. So good luck. Any questions, let me know in the comments. And please like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel. I promise, I know I have promised this a lot, but I promise this time I will make a lot more videos now that I'm not working anymore, or I'm working for myself. So promise, any videos that you want. If you have questions about Colombia, Canada, the UK, but more London in the UK, or Madrid in Spain, or Spain in general. So let me know any questions. I'm more than happy to always answer them, okay? Bye guys, have a great day.